Hey, what's going on guys? My name's Jay, and on this channel we're going to be talking about all things gig economy. Now in this video I want to answer the question whether Uber Eats is a good job or not. Maybe you're thinking of starting Uber Eats, or maybe you're someone who's already using Uber Eats and you want me to share my opinion with you, or maybe you're just curious and you clicked the video. Right now we've got a pickup Subway. It's a 1.3x multiplier, so there's some good money to be made here. All right, so that's picked up. Okay, let's get to the customer. So the first thing I want to do before I share with you my own personal experience is discuss whether Uber Eats is a job or not. If you go by the traditional definition of a job, which has regular work hours that you're paid for, well, there's no regular work hours with Uber Eats, so technically it's not a job, but that doesn't mean you can't get regular work hours. But it's more of a side hustle. That's what some people like to call it as, but it depends on what your definition of a job is. For me, a job to me is something that makes me money, and so I consider Uber Eats my job in a way. So my personal experience of this job is that I really do enjoy it. I could even say that I love this job. It gives me so much freedom, so much flexibility. I can work when I want. I can take time off if I want. I even went away to visit my girlfriend for a month in Poland, and I don't have to take any time off. I don't have to tell my boss to take time off. I just take the time off. So it gives you a lot of freedom to basically have control over your life, really. One thing I really do enjoy is that customers really are happy to see you. 99% of the time, customers are really friendly, and they're happy to see you because you're delivering the food to them. Another thing I really love is not having a boss. In this job, it really feels like you don't have a boss. You're only following directions from an app, which is a robot. So it's nice not to have to answer to anyone. All right, we're nearly at the customer's place. So with a 1.3x multiplier, that was a good distance. Maybe we'll get like £5, maybe £4.50 probably, something like that. All right, so the GPS took me to the wrong place. Let's go to the right place. Oh, there we go, £4. Okay, it's not too bad. I was expecting at least £4.50, but hey, I'm not complaining. All right, so what else do I love about this job? What I really do like is that I can work from home. I have a zone in my area where I work in, and so that means I can just turn on the app and take my bike out of the shed and start working. So if you have a zone in your area, or if you live in the city, it can be really nice to work in your city or your town, or just from home. Another great thing about this job is that you get, especially if you're a cyclist, obviously only with a cyclist, you get exercise, and riding for a couple hours a day, or maybe if you're doing 6-7 hours a day, sometimes I do that, I get a good workout in, and that means that I don't have to subscribe to any gym membership. I save some money, I keep fit, and that's great. It's one of the best things about this job. or this side hustle. And you know, going on the streets, if you're on a scooter or a bike, even in a car, you know, you get to travel to new areas. It's like traveling within itself. Even if it's in your own area, you get to see new places. Or maybe you go to different zones in different areas of your city, or maybe you go to another city. You get to travel, which is a nice little perk of being an Uber Eats rider or driver. All right, so we're cycling into the town again. Hopefully I can pick up another order. You might be wondering whether, you know, you can earn enough money, even part-time or full-time. Well, it really depends on the area or the market you're in. In the area I live in this town, I make enough to maybe 200 to 300 pounds a week, which is more than enough for me. I'm living at home with my parents. I don't have many expenses, so that's great for me. If I wanted to earn, you know, 400, 500, 600 pounds a week, I could go into the city and multi-app with multiple apps. And so for me, it's perfect in terms of earnings. And now considering that the UK economy and many other economies around the world are going to be going into recession, people are going to be losing their jobs. They're going to be looking for other alternatives to work. I think the gig economy, companies like Uber Eats will be the go-to companies, because there's pretty much a zero barrier to entry, and people are still able to make decent money with it, obviously depending on the market you're in. But that's better than nothing if you've just been made redundant or you've been fired. Alrighty, we just got another job from KFC. Still a 1.3x multiplier. Let's go pick that up. Alright, let's let the customer know that I am the Uber Eats rider. Alright, so we picked that one up. Start delivery. Okay, message the customer that we're on our way. Alright, let's get to this customer. So I sent him a message saying I was his Uber Eats rider, and he just let me know that the navigation would take me to a different place. So it's another reason why it's good to contact the customer, because they will sometimes provide you with extra directions to help you get there. Another thing I really enjoy about this job is that it's like a game. You know, you get instructions from the app, you follow the instructions, you navigate your way to the customer, you provide the drop-off, and you get paid. So it's almost like, I know someone, I can't remember who, compared it to GTA, where they send you out on missions, and it really does feel like that. It's really enjoyable. Sometimes you come across some obstacles or things that you need to figure out, so it's always interesting. And another great thing is that while you're on these missions, you're able to basically see what's going on around you. Like, there's always things happening, especially if you're working in the city, and I'll be doing some videos in the city, but you see some really interesting things, interesting people, so it's like an adventure in itself. Alright, so this is a quick drop-off. Not too long till I get to the customer. got another order. Okay. Okay, it's definitely this one. Take a photo. Oh, I was just about to knock.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much.
Thanks for the instructions, it helped me a lot. Cheers. Thank you, you too. So I can't see the earnings for that order until I complete the next order. Uber basically doesn't show you the earnings if you already have an order waiting for you. Maybe they'll change that in the future. Because it's nice to see your earnings after you've made a drop off. So if you're thinking of working for Uber Eats, there's some considerations that I thought of that you might need to consider before joining. And one of them is your market. So your market might be different to mine, and people earn different money or different amounts of money in different markets. So just because I'm earning, let's say, 200 to 300 pounds a week, you might earn 400 to 500, you might earn less. It's basically for you to figure out when you start Uber Eats your market and see which zones work for you and can deliver you the most money. So that's something you have to consider, is that you're working in a city compared to working in the suburbs. Maybe the city's a better option if you're trying to get a full-time income coming through. So that's one thing to consider. And if you're thinking of working full-time, or you're trying to earn enough income to kind of take care of quite a few expenses, then a suggestion would be to multi-app. Try working for different companies on the app. So I have Uber and Stuart connected to my phone. So when I go into the city, basically one app is not very busy, you can switch to the other app. Or if one's paying more than the other, you can basically prioritize the orders of the orders which are going to make you the most money. And it might be better for you to use this as a side hustle. Honestly, it's the perfect side hustle. So if you're a student and you want some extra money to go on nights out, or to go out for food and drinks, or for clothes, then it's a good option. It's a really good option. Another thing that you need to consider is your overheads. If you are a scooter or car driver, you've got insurance to pay, you've got fuel costs, maintenance costs. These costs can add up, and so you need to figure out what your overheads are going to be when you're doing this job. If you're a bike user like me, they're very minimal overheads. Okay, so I was talking about overheads. So yeah, an electric bike or a normal bike has way less overheads than a scooter or car driver. Also, as an Uber Eats driver, you have to do your own taxes, so you have to register as self-employed. So that's another thing that you might need to consider as well. It's pretty easy. There's nothing that should hold you back from becoming an Uber Eats driver. So I got a double order when I was in the restaurant. It literally came through as I came to the counter. So what I usually do is, with the second customer, I will let them know that I've got a double order and that I'll be dropping off to them as soon as I've dropped off the first order. Because when they see me on the map going to a different location, maybe they're thinking, what's going on here? So it's best just to let them know. Keep them happy. Hiya. Do you want me to pop it through there? Okay. That's your food. And I have your drink here. There you go. Cool. Take care. Bye. That's nice and quick. Through the window. Alright, off to deliver to the next customer. It's a bit further away. Gives me some time to talk to you about what others have been saying about Uber Eats. So one person on the Facebook group said, it depends on how much you hustle. So this is very true. It's called a side hustle for a reason. You have to put the effort in. The more money that you want to make, the more hustle, the more effort you have to put into this job. So another thing that a member of the group said was that working for Uber Eats, you lack the benefits. So as a full-time opportunity, you don't have them benefits. And so she recommends to do it as a side hustle. So when you're working a full-time job, you get sick pay, you get holiday pay, and maybe in different countries you get different kinds of insurance. So in that respect, that's what the disadvantage of working in a gig economy job like Uber Eats. Someone also commented, it's an adventure, and I 100% agree. One of the greatest things about this job is that every day is a different adventure, and I go out on my bike, go to different places, meet new people, and come across different things. It's okay. All right, so I got another double order coming through straight after. I haven't even delivered this order yet, and the double order for KFC's come through. Still a 1.3x multiplier. Accept that and finish the delivery to the customer. Sometimes on your adventure, bad things will happen. Sometimes good things will happen. That's what life's all about. That's what real experiences are about. Going through the highs and the lows of the Uber Eats life. It's okay. The gig economy life. Because there definitely are highs and lows. Especially when you get hot drink spills in your bag from McDonald's. Don't you just love them? Cheers, pal.
You're right there.
Enjoy, mate.
Cheers. Nice one.
Another thing that was said was that corporate America, no way I would go back. So for people who are in desk jobs, in that corporate world, this job can be a new lease of life, because you're your own boss, you have the freedom, you don't have anyone telling you what you can't and cannot do, and you know, you don't have anyone dictating your holidays to you. So I completely understand why they won't want to go back to that corporate world. So maybe if you're in the corporate world, you have your weekends free, maybe try it out at the weekends as a side hustle. See if you enjoy it. And if you really do enjoy it and you want to do it full time, you can just quit your job and join the gig economy. Let's pick up this double order, second double order of today. Okay, let's message the first customer that I'm on my way, and also message the second customer that I have a double order, but I'll be as quick as I can. Hopefully after I've delivered these 2 orders, I can see my total earnings for the hour and a half that I've been out so far. By the time I deliver this, it will be almost probably 2 hours. Easier to go this way. So the 1.3x boost ends at 2. I started at 12 and now it's 1:30. And the last thing that someone from the group shared about whether Uber Eats is a good job or not, they commented, beats the hell out of sitting behind a desk in an office. So that's pretty much in line with the previous comment about corporate America. Enjoy, no problem. Bye. Bye. See you later. Last order to drop off. If you work for Uber Eats, comment down below whether you think it's a good job or whether you think it's a good side hustle. Let me know down below. Thank you. All right, so let's press delivered. Let's see how much we have earned. Okay, so far it's showing me 20 pounds. So, wow. Okay, so I just got paid £7.29 for that last 2 deliveries, so a double order. So my total is £24.60. So in an hour and 40 minutes, so under 2 hours, I've made pretty much £25 and the tips come through. Let's have a look what the tip is. Always love some good tips. I got tips £1.33. Send thanks for this tip. All right, so I think that total includes the tip. So £25, so £24.60, round up to £25 for 1 hour and 40 minutes worth of work. All right guys, so I'm gonna end the video there. If you use Uber Eats, then comment down below whether you think it's a good job or side hustle. I'll be interested to know. And feel free to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more gig economy related videos. I'll see you guys